So hello, I'm Giovanna Mascheroni and I've been directing the Children Go Mobile project in the past 2 years. And first of all, I'd like to thank Cristina Ponte and José Simões for making this project possible, because they were able to fund their own project, and this has been a great added value to our network. The network was initially consisted of 4 countries, and which were Italy, Denmark, UK and Romania, and it was aimed at understanding how children were accessing the internet and how these changing conditions of internet access were influencing their online experiences. And mainly the main concern of the European Commission under the Safer Internet Programme, now Better Internet for Kids programme, was to understand whether access to the internet from smartphones, tablets and other mobile devices posed new or greater risks to children. And so when we started back in 2012, we were 4 countries, but then Portugal and Belgium and Ireland joined us also for the survey, and Germany and Spain joined us for the qualitative research. So overall, we surveyed 3,500 children across 7 countries. They are all aged between 9 and 16 years old, and they're internet users. And we did focus groups and interviews in each country with children, parents, teachers and youth workers. And overall, we heard from 330 children in 9 European countries and 230 adults. The main findings, both the qualitative and the quantitative findings, point to a greater complexity in children's online experiences. Basically, smartphones enhance their online experiences by posing new opportunities, but also new risks, or the same risks but in different forms. For example, we know that now children who use smartphones do more things online, and especially they engage more in communication and also in sharing. They're also more skilled on average than children who don't use the internet from smartphones or tablet computers. And they have not only operational and safety skills, but also more communicative abilities in general. But as we know, there's a strong correlation between online opportunities and risks. So children who use the internet more tend to be also more exposed to its negative consequences and negative experiences. And what we found is especially that certain risks have increased since 2010. This is especially true of exposure to inappropriate user-generated content, especially pro-anorexia websites, or websites promoting hate and violence, but it is also true of bullying, which is still the most harmful online experience for children. And especially compared to 2010, cyberbullying has risen and has taken new forms. So the way it is conducted are different. For example, many children, especially in Italy and Romania, complained about being bullied on WhatsApp because they have been excluded from certain groups and attacked in other groups. When it comes to mediation, also smartphones and tablets pose new challenges for both parents and children, parents and teachers and youth workers. So for parents, it is not only less easy to monitor what their children do online, but it is also kind of inappropriate. They understand that smartphones are more private devices, they are personal devices compared to computers, and so they don't feel like asking their children to show their phones. Again, active mediation of internet use and active mediation of internet safety is the best response. So help children understand what is risky on the internet and how to cope with it. On the other side, we know from children that 1 in 3 say it is not likely that they would talk to someone if anything happens on the internet they don't like or they are bothered by. So again, we must let children understand that also they need to talk more and to ask more for support from parents, from teachers, and also from their peers. When it comes to schools, instead, we have a varied picture across Europe with different regulation of smartphones, smartphones being more restricted in some countries and more free to use in other countries. But teachers are struggling to make their pupils learn how to use smartphones also for educational purposes and not simply for communication with friends and parents also during classes. And so they point to some difficulties, for example, to the increased disturbance of co-present interaction and of class itself due to these devices.